Melina, Gambia baby say ore. Lumena mandela milada, volunteer pipeline. Birinda ko sangka jojita, akonde nganta today. Volumonu bere kampata, bari wali mamari mulo, wali ba mamari mulo.
Nanja, berapa?
Ala bejikerae, manso bejikerae, ale bonsajere. Keme sanja menyori bea, no banja yule, balance okonde, ale bonsajere.
Al programa saya sina kuma sai moro jawi mbadi ngabara kawai pasuare al programa saya wotu mo ngana ada ko ke falo ngana nyi dengiro pele nyaala ñu mo adol lati ngawol pele kataba ke den ngadum programa ko nga kuma sai
yela do jallo ke ma ala dimponde badia diwo be dia bunne ya ma jamba bo badia ya bo ja sangaraka mai ke malem Makusale kema, yebiwa badia bunne. Yesu kusigabe jula, Yesu kubadia de. Singabe julo badia, julo dabo badia. Biwo ibedia bunne, yebiwa ibedia. Biwo ibedia bunne,
biwo ibedia bunne,
biwo ibedia bunne.
biwo ibedia bunne.
Mali mabadia de, Ibrahim badia de. Baja buatwa, diwa badia de, Ibrahim badia de.
Despejada, berapa kali? Ibrahim, angkat kedua ke awal kemarin.
Kokima jula ninya kima borboro binani kasuru minna jula makamba nani jula wasibal dabo yang kuba dabo na jula manna feala fe man tul mulindi jula manna feala jamal tasanata wallahi faksebe tinyari ne tanama be mangiri wallahi silo man soto tona musul be patari jula manna feala
West Coast ngole mbal sambala na kiwaka yang kuba dabo fa indoko Gambia nol kaman feala version Gambia fitness ave andong kabiri nga wajin kontanta kom fo ko nga yang kuba mel no wala mo nyenti desan this is a person me along imukalong ibe yang kuba iba describe la nyameng he got all the qualities of a good leader manke yang kuba fana fo damati na yuli bi la nyaton ko be nantene sa ko na funding ke la kunda ibolo na nyameng alina local government jibe UDP literally transformed the local government kaje ko Gambia no sa Africa nyo sabala local government munu dumping place leti for political pundits many along ko imang nafaso de politiko ko ne ka many use ya jam lati am like Bakso Jete and the others Musa Suso wol ke sama local government ye but when UDP came the young leaders of UDP local government transformed into a functional unit, into a functional organ. Yes, development is possible in local government because of the exposure in the external world. How Western nations ikela tundol develop nyameng through local government only. So this is something me alonko is very enjoyable kaje ko munka nata UDP la wato lokon. But anyway, al nga nying play rek den nga dung na random kacha nying kono. Abarka way, yeah. Pass. Yes.
When comes the Buddha body mali yang kubadabo. Kebe bojan dimba bojan santaranga. Pinta maron kema Mariama ba kema yang kubadabo.
Julaman na fiana.
Musujaton lebe ko makana silam. Ramusa bali be ko masabali satako. Wani ami bankuran na gansuloba. Mamadu sabali satako. Babala komando. West Coast move be ko yang kubadabo. Mampu dengan dunia lebih sedang silandi yang kubada boleh julaman nafela 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒍 julaman nafela karena memang kirim julaman nafela siloman soto julaman nafela musuh berpatah ini
Julamanda feala ala baraka gasama Muhammad jahi silla jahi ngo ngana talo jele funyi nyat kabrengi mo fulol je mo sabol jatani landing es dawaning meyo bensura imagine na post na page to UDP TV&MEDIA ngaf ko broda hon aliu ndon mal fama letter sabat ala baraka bake mbadi modu na programu ngake dimasulu mulla usually let's talk with 𝒘𝒘𝒃. So, anung ning aboda alabala sama a programo nying abekalale. Sama ben na broda sotola memu isa jawlati. Ning broda isa jawlale binala bekachala jam. Be menu kachala abekalan na current affairs so let men bekering bawo kujama bala betablo me yalon ko be nyana kacale. Sako tumo me yalon kon na zoo president ada made the people stola. Made the people store me along instead of aike bankola fuaroli kairoti ninkamala ko isela problemolu adila woshida wisa futandi masakunda se ajibe ning ayatra non kay be solution of funtindila no nang fuarol la wala ya solution on nyinta ya funtindie bari made the people store has torn another direction kaye ko mun ko baro ya useless au platform mo use le ka kuma kenson of monie na samado kulali ka promise kenson will di aning ka science samado la ta kislandi bawo kaitandi la ko kolea kanal ka ni wo fudatalma halbingi na la nyin kolea do la men ketanu wala to be men kono sai atata nata abemu wallet bari sen na pati yola nyaton ko konton bage kabonna president bala his excellency the barrister himself, the Secretary General, His Excellency, Lawyer Usienu Numukunda Dabo, Aningala Deputy Menketa Ajaratu Ajiyam Sekati, Aji Yamundao Yabo, Uncle Kemesen Jame, Uncle Amadou Sane, Uncle Amadou Kora, Katafona local government Nyatum Kolu Landin Bisane, Barrister Yankuba Dabo, Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda, Mayores Rohi Malik Low, Anila Councilor many along Bebe Doku la nyun ko councilor to Anina UDP la or the executives many along Mantra Public Office. Be wolfana be konton na killing itola ni konton la. Ben diaspora fanang konton na bagel na chapter chairman or our chapter chairpersons janning na bari musul binang kamu dala jang. So ben chapter la chairperson so be fanang be konton na anila chapter members all be sebe control killing ngalong ko chapter dul fana bigel men yalon ko la programme sol be load kam ibina la programme sol la de on the pipeline kaje ko mon ko la fundraisings and the galas pour wol fana ye commencer c'est wol fana be control ani c'est wish pour ye gala successful one also to comme ko gas chapter ya kenyame UK chapter ya kenyame ngani Spain chapter ya kenyame ngalong ko all other chapters are brazen up kaje ko mon ko la congress ni la fundraising sol sinanang yeke successfully more than or bigger than gas chapters and Spain chapters, because right now Spain chapter will only 4-star mo be to let to foka but ngalong ko na makam balu mama follow men ketan American world yale to ni mama da mo be kanyina la ko congress o kala bawo to ke le mo be aka fonga pare ni pare ta ka ke wato men ya molla molier la profit sol wallando revenue men kafunyo kan congress o ko tel ko double le wallando ya triple so wala la ko nyin wala anyabo wara waya bo wara bake sana jaaju baade mon wallando sana jaaju wala mon surahata fati la wala mon e be konton na bake be mo be konton na ni ngatol men yalla kalbe jibiro la sainten ala baraka bake baade mo bi lafraka men kacha nga fa nyamen random conversation wala mo bar ku jama be ke ni banko ka me yalla ko nyanna ka kacha le especially membe danding adama barola meet the people store barola last year meet the people store mbe hakil bulando kala wotola bawo samusa ngaka mid the people store menge akasiala katala fo sinya saba wo mid the people store ngafo nyamen ala propose momenti wolom puru sama doku lalo wallandu fuaro mansaita wolukan o president wete kan ani e kacha idi be kacha la nyaadile sama doku la problemo momenti ye même face kabrini sama dota meta misali fe ye la problemo tay bang ya explain man sakunda e bang nyin kamala ko pour man sakunda se solution ota ka sodo wo problemo la janni sama do be sila wala sabun anala minister kata wala sabun anala secretary kata wala sabun ila permanent secretary be ka bule noka nyin kamala ko ning minister membe dia mukan wala ndo nin sama do kulal yela wosi di fay pareda ila wosi yoli ya di sate o mento Minister of Health akafundila akadiamu sama dokula la minister akafundila akadiamu na silola ko la minister akafundila akadiamu ñun be akadiamu le kaje ko itolla plano mu mundeti wotundo nyinna karala itolla ma famola sama dokula la minister se fundin kayta ndila ko serum jambando men be suñara bawo serum wala kete jambando men be suñara itata ya wafin Senegal ñinam be ñim plan car ni ñim plan car le kala andu jambando ta dasala sila dokula fana na minister sake wo nyama wala to dokula minister jadi kende a minister fana wo nyondam Gambia problème mum bebe kere na banko ka ning ayatara nun ko we have a functional system you meet the people so would have been a great opportunity for the Gambia government to go and listen to the farmers, for the government to go and take notes on the problems, the persistent problems may along our farmers are facing. Wo be kala nun opportunity balete ko mun ko hanni boto nge hanni ayata nun koy mawo problem mo be solve non, but at least they will try their best. Your problem mo jama solve no je many along ko those are the present problems you will solve no sama be keka serum ko jambando dala sama do kulalka e jambando be sunya ya be wafi serum e jambando sama do kulalka e koy be jambando wafi na sama do kulalma dala dame ya lon ko sama do kulalta afford lano sama do kulal man na jambando sanno wala tiyo ya kate fango e foye la tiyo ta ye wure ye la tiyo ni wure sai man sakunda koy be sama do kulal la tiyo sanna price ola price o me ya lon ko aman sama do kulal febo price o me ya lon ko sama do kulal fon le right so do pour que wo price o nyele la sama famu nyinka e man jambandi dila e koni momo ila tiyo samba Senegal itol be wol mari wol dala yesoro menu fana ya lon ko yela tiyo samba la foka pare e koy ko wol mari wol batle pour ni na Gambia banko kan yewol soram bawo wol man so nakela tiyo wafin Gambia ñine be kere ni medde people store ay ñine free be ñunel moy kanje ani kuma kinsin jamal be ñine kala li sama seni be ñine kala li many are on net fulfillano. The only thing Adama Barola intentional movement in mid the people store. Wolo munyenti to use the Gambian farmers. Ka nasama dokula to use ka Gambia la kodota kasika aningaita borum. Obviously ni kodo menkata ni wala karakilum beka murunane. banina murun tan ngoko do nyin kata mun to to mbengalo nakata adama baro la jufolo kono ani baro kunda family ani NPP politico ani la minister ya tala nyoti banko be ko le ari nyame baroko akana namul le dalafa bari yalon karambaliani miranda ya amambere andu ngamul jele men yalon koy fundide be adama baro fasa kan nyinka ko adama baro kana namul lel kaf adama baro ko akana namul kafu munemu daliloti atakana gambia namul kafu ako dalila killing tubabudu aning Asian countries yela banko development la ni namu ba ya do ku wala biso mo danga safero kele ngo at some point be agree la with adama baro bari adama baro fana amanson kam même fo gambia dingol ye nyin namu kafo la kuoto bolo nyinti ko akatuba blue damento for anin the other serious nations wala namo akadun dawo darande they have make our control, and even the central government imansembo soro kawo system nyinta kawo corrupt wolilla namo nyi expenditure nyi akadundamento woli wala control imuka unnecessary expenditure ke using the state resources imuka unnecessary and misplaced priority ke kaje ko ka banko la ko do nyi katinya to a sector me yalonko amanke the pressing sector ti amanke critical sector ti imani sector dol muta yewol solve follow wala bankolu men ka wonamo sifa jo wali lwa jawjawol soto kodo la karala namo la karala wala sabu niman namo jo fango because of ila namo nyin na nafabe nyame ila banko kan niman namo jo fango ite aka jare na fango yesanjo nanka mola kaso kan more than mumi yalonko ay mole fa tax evasion is even worse than killing somebody nyim bankol ba wala nyam. But again, ye adama baro jibe iba fola sama do gulali ko kana ile namo le kafu andu nite wona mo kafu ima lon fango namo la kafu abe men fango be sabalana manke economist specialist but the yindo on kam fo wo mo felet me alon ko it's not a rocket science kaje ko mongo to be able to know what correlation on yimbe nyame ning ay mo la namo lo kafu businessman ol bebe kana mo men jo wona mo bebe kafu lale therefore mano da be kafu lale sugro dabe kafulale jabo dabe kafulale nyim fengol be dabe kafulale kew woto sama do kula la bata wala kana kafukuke tijal men yalon ke ba karandrole ka wo jori men so wol fana na bata wala kana kafukuke bawo ni ka mano sam illa wo salary men yalon ko $5,000 ni ka mani boto fula sanu jenu $4,000 lara nin namu kafuta se ke no illa wo 5,000 no kono ni mani boto fula sange fende la je kotake now how are you going to support ila dinni wala kramunjo ila dinni wala jati ken dia ita wala transportation or to and fro school ibo be kala nyaadi le ibo be kala no nyaadi le this is the repercussion me alon ka benyin namu ka foni abako but let's assume that namu ka foni manjaw ya bat bari ni ayata nungo mul kana amojo namo ka muru mul ka mul kala namo nyin ikari realize no namo ka muru mul ka ke development no nyin keno definitely mul ka ko nyin ka keno fonge wala sabu ni European country dol jibe dolbe wala namu dak jawiya bakel but I below nam jawiya be alaji be basic commodities will dabe so ne arin nyame ni European banko dol jibe namu da man fancy but ila basic commodities they are expensive but wala sabu akake balance flat but dola Gambia jibe abe nyame namu da be kafuring basic commodities will da skyrocket masakunda la lavish expenditure wakafuta. Imagine Baroka 30 million Gambian dollars in 2024 menkanante. This proposed budget may allocate kananante. It could make the people store the madama. They want to allocate 30 million Gambian dollars for Adama Barola in no sense tamo kataka banko yara yarang. I politico keje, I kuma kensamul foje, I empty promisal di, I ku halakrimul foje. 30 million Gambian dollars in kebo dira. Andum akawa 30 million Gambian dollars on yinta sama dokula la katamel no kam. Kakuma kensa wol foy ka promise kensa wol dila $30 million so nyin akata wol le toyala ngata wol le mit nada da wol mit akam neki je politiko ngamira ko ngam be meke kanante NPP bureau manka mankunda. This is the only nonsense that Barrow is doing on his Meet the People store, and that's why I've written ko Meet the People to me alongo. It was initially meant to instill hope and aspirations into the farmers. Now waketa agoniti sama dokula la mirodo aketa morning period ti pour sama dogula bawo ning atata abulta mid people store wati e kamem moy wala mu niku yati e kamem moy wala mu division oti e kamem moy wala mu kuma kense moti e kamem moy wala mu kut me yalo ko nyaton ko na te mirala adamo barola mansa betende ngina sabu barola mansa ya is the worst leadership me yalo ka se hapunno bankore sako fantolla africa bankol be nyame now imagine ni barobe dolla banko kam for the next 20 years atol yambira mune bo falina na Gambia bankoka fende falina na education system wota falina na sama doku la dulata falina ndol be fende falina because baroka wol be jela ko mo wol man na faso me yen na faso wala mu adama baroko ngo ani NPP. This is barola agenda, and until ninga menol you understand in salon ko na banko laftala edu nyimbulo kon mafoko al kana nanang alijon UDP kam bari kukili laftam be nga me understand wala mu nyinti ko adama baro is a threat to Gambia success. As long as Adama Barrow have power, the Gambia as a nation is not going anywhere. Ibe PDOIS labang, ibe GDC labang, ibe GMC labang. Fonsa understand the core. Supporting Adama Barrow is only adding more problems. Is only retracting the nation backward. And until being realized na collective unity wala mu Gambia la progress te fonsi nana nyokane nga coalition de da walanto nga join nam patiol kam ka je ko ka Adama Barrow ta ka bondi je katan na hajola nimma boke rek our nation is not going to go anywhere nimman kem feyat nimme dara Gambia biya nyin ka Gambia be nyaati Gambia la living condition o be nyame Gambia la basic living condition will be nyame even kuramo amonka possible noje. How can now people in diaspora ibitala Gambia nyadi lege investment okay. You can have all the ideas. You can have very, very, very good ideas in the diaspora. But how can you go to Gambia and invest in the country where there is no stable electricity? Every single day, human productive time scale on Benjamin. Tamol Benyalo Mola productivity Kaka Tamola Krom Katale Bip Kronke Febodol. Sister Sena Babaraka Gasama Muhammad Alabrakabak. Say more bitala no le nyadi ka investment o ke Gambia. Adama Barrow me mira wol bill. Ni ayatra nunko Barrow really had this Gambia, this small nation at heart. I do not think there is going to be a need to Barrow kata meet the people store 3-4 times a year. 2-3-4 times a year. Barrow ni ayatra nunka Gambia sort at heart. Barrow manyan nakaje ko mungo, it is necessary to go for meet the people store 2-3 times a year before abewokala that millions and millions of Gambian dollars. Why not you will invest into sectors kaje ko kakudo so nyandi sama dogolali ikakodo nyinta melto yala claiming that you want to go and listen to those people, you want to go and meet those people, but ning awulta watu men ayo kodo nyin beta in the name of Gambian farmers aita ay kodo nyinta yatinya. They will never benefit farmers. They go and come. Samadokulali, all the multiple problems you menu relay on them. Nothing is solved. Yenyaka sala, ning campaign kanasi kotake, I will kata, another meet the people store. Whilst Allah former promises will man fulfill, I more and more promises I will add onto the farmers, thinking that Gambians are fools. Gambians should be taken for a ride at all times. But should this be a surprise for Gambians? And I don't think so, because alinga jibe more many along Barrow push ninka many along remote control, because obviously Barrow is not going by his own sense. Barrow is being dictated. Barrow is being dragged, come on dindingo binyameng. So molel Barrow use kafai komonko. This is what we used to do. This is how we succeeded. This is how we did it. This is how we succeeded for 22 years. This is how we did it. So niyo wetandala Barrow saying abedamento saying chihuahua ni fengo fenada wala kake Barrow manke Barrow tiko rege Barrow manke ngalong bakso nyen nakala wo slogan solta la kebe fali hanna be Cairo Barrow nyen nako bondi jele bakso nyen nako do bondi jele Cairo Barrow nyen nako do bondi jele hino Barrow nyen nako fana bondi jele bawo ni Barrow be hina rin do la Gambia sama do kulalen wallahi amanke jele kuti Barrow kany ko do men beti nya nyi mid the people store aman na fa soto igi fo nyi kamen na nyi mid the people store aka Gambia sama dogula la kena fa munela aka Gambia sama dogula la kena fa munela the same problems he mel explain Adama Barrow e kabrenga la first time what the same problems are still persistent in the Gambia. There is no improvement on those things. On like for what problems so tada nyame le koy dilapidate further wala kita Gambia banko and wala be kere. Just look at our structures. Just look at our structures. Silo dol be ye mana buruburu la we woto ko mo gonto la kiya be silo be nyame kiya ngol la silo. Na kiya be silo. Ni moto bi take je camera non ko ni be badi bu ko la ken dandama. Moto ka kumale camera non ni be badi bu la ken dandama la inin fonko be nyobo. But saying janabe ni ko do ni beti yala, why not woko do ni desa woko do ni yedum system woko no bank ay ta dollar damati yala ko really ya jibe ko banko su gada ni na science and why not yo ko do ni ta ye pomporo so kanamo ni ta kalafa ay Gambia toral damma ni sama do kulan ka ben bay ndol momo ka kondana ko la ndesan sama tol mo ko be funta ka wori bawon ka yaja menu fo yala ko yela carte ta yadi adama baro bi wolel be kumbo ka modan ndol men yala ko na mul man carte fo fayere men yela karto jela wolle be kumboka wolle fon dabe feare kurin kuba wa andu nganna kato fayte ndendi mo be la kato faye kurin kuba wa nganna kato faye ndenda mo fon yela kato faye. This is what is happening in the Gambia. So ni ayata nungo kuul bo nyama, why not we come together as Gambians nganna political t-shirts no be put aside. We put our political caps aside. Ngaje ko mungo daise need to take over the Gambia. Ibajela ko Gambia financial move. There is no critical sector me along can move from Gambia at all. You've seen the University of the Gambia, because the university at some point is being politicized now. Yes, students will complain kanyame. Instead of learning for the whole year, now the students are learning just few months and the exam will come on a year. How do you expect those students to cover the most important parts? How do you expect those students to master the practical aspects of their learning education processes? And this is the most important thing, because now Gambia, we want to have engineers. We want to have people who can develop our engineering system. We want to have, experts, students, or let me say, graduates, many along, they will be able to take care of our IT systems, like the smart governance technologies. But how do you expect those students to have expertise in that area? Very limited time. You just push them to do exams, pass the exams, award them the degrees and the certificates. What do you expect those students to do at the end of their graduation? What do you expect them to do? All these are questions. All these should be concerns to Gambians in general. Na political differences no be put aside. Ninga na political difference na be put aside. Gambia has very smart young men and women. Ninga na political difference will put aside. And we all see Gambia first. Billahi nyimbanko bitala. The Gambia is blessed, but namo blessed in we will not be able to utilize that potential in a different dimension. These are selfish politicians. As concerned citizens shouldn't see things in that way, because at this point, last year, but science, even the back. So you meet the people to get a opportunity like Ibrahim was yellow last, was it year before last meet the people store and you send video all at all. Yeah, before last meet the people store, Ibrahim send video all at all. So yeah, I'll know Lavantaya. I'm at Buffon Alamano, I'll know from Lavantaya. Ang bango samba billahi nimma wuling na bango samba abakoli ala bake because na fon ninki wol tonya na fon ninki wodolu wolke bulo bla bake yamo dolu je ko ñu be diaspora janne for 13 years 14 years 15 years ñu be diaspora janne ñu expose tale ñu yalon ne local government katama nyame ñu yalon ne masakunda katama nyame ñu yalon ne what it means the country first. Now yaji be wal katama nyame walka boring Adama Barrow no ka nyame to the point that ka Adama Barrow support ku kan ku men yalon ko kunu ntol nitol bele kelo ko kan tol nitol bele ka WhatsApp meeting ka campagne kan ko mo wala be keri ya jamala taymo. It's just too pathetic, but this is the reality and this is what is happening. Ni membe jone se request ni senna se accept jam ni membe jone se request on ya ya sendam be accept la yama nga fale nyame random discussion wala mu so ni membe joine sinano unfortunately mbe funo use kane nda ko tala no but mbe funo use kane ando na masi mo fana mbe ta ma kane sainte so but ne mela faka joine se request ni sanna ya fanga ibrahima jide barka wake jahisilla Omar Njai jajo si sister Seinabu abaraka wake gas chapter abaraka for the dabu abaraka baka abaraka thank you for joining Abdou UDP Demba Abdou abaraka bake bayila nyinto moy fadala Abdou la to mba sanala mbede la to sanala so mbe yang stabo kala ge just few minutes nanata me yang stabo la nyinkala ge just a few seconds nanana ba
Doña chula manna fe alade yang kubada mo fele chula manna fe ala yang kubada mo fele chula manna fe ala ko kima chula ninya kima borboro minna ni kasoro minna chula makamba nani bila wasibal dabo yang kubada mo na chula manna fe ala man tul mulindi la fude male kasana ta la parsega tinyari karama be mangiri ai silo man soto donya mu sol be patari jula manna kan se kuda bodi mali yang kubada mo kebe bojan dimba bojan santaranga binta maron kema mariama ba kema yang kubadaku usuja ton lebe ko makana silam ramusa balbe ko masabani sata ko woni ami banguran na dan suloba mamadu sabali sata ko babala komando Rescos mu mebe ko manya kubadaku Mampu jangan dunia lebih sedang silandi yang kubada boleh gula mana bersama tiada karena ada makin silaman soto dunia musuh dapat hari besok ikutnya kamu dalam apa benda loya ada bunyi kofele tolu mana fela nimbe fela alim fusiloda yulada bosanga wallahi tonya das bola di kofele yang kuada boleh bukan loya pati barista
ala baraka bake na computer le lafta kafa fo se wu fana da nga fanka dani programme be jam fala ala baraka ko ma lamen tura baraka bake thank you so much thank you ala nganna kasala ba ngin jibe ba be mo menti wala mo adama barola kalamuta balia bango sambanya ala kalamuta balia woto alinga ajibe ko tege dalilo memba sabula ko leabe la fala gambia mom ka kufo ala koma bari danko gambia dingol ndol malong na dahabe laring bulu jumale kan na dahabe abe dending fanna jumale to nyin ko leabe tarala gambia le drone atitala tima bari fama tela dembe restaurant na la njo thank you danko malong ndolla kolea abe ala sababu puru ay bondi abe nakri ma fanjuma Allah nyin kolea abe tarla na banko kan forever sen fadi baraka adama baro ya dingul sika ay samba ni america banko kan anala sungutu ko tole wol fangol dingul ay be samba america banko kan ala sungutu ko tole wol fangol dingul ay be samba america banko kan dole en ko la kay ala sungutu ko tole nan kay baral kan o fundinde band na yo fundinde band dala sino be ka fukula because ataka la ka wole timayla ongul dañu ongul na bagasi ya jale bari on a serious note adama baroko baku la solution ate problème o menje ate solution o menje wolo muka Gambia di sika ke samba Saudi Arabia pour yeta ke je domestic worker salt ka Gambia di sika ke samba Saudi Arabia wobe kala nyaadile ali ngamira la bang bawo Gambia di fulol men yalon koy beta rañu arab bankol kam ngalon ko dol kalo kile kusa ko le a nyaawdira ni nyama ni nga nata hanning albele tata je modol bi je wal kalo kile wal kila kayro so je ala wo kayye mo la kayro samba dawda ni ko so je bare mol jelle halon ko mun koy benyi martit menol kono ning Arabic national saying ako wala mu solutionoti ate menje nyim baku la ni solutionoti bara man dam dafa Gambia di ngol wala nyenti ko abe Gambia dindolu samba kan Saudi Arabia meni yalon ke be bankol meni yalon ko wol already wol nyamna ka establish le nin government ye more effort put comme ko other African countries ke la effort so ni put nyaadile to prioritize their citizens who are living in the other European countries so that they would not be forcefully deported into their countries of origin. Hani bi Adama Barrow Gambia dimula be sendi kan kata Gambia banko kan kabo Germany kabo Italy kabo Malta kabo everywhere in Europe Gambia dimul be sendi kan ngamira 3 days ago Yaya Sonko I update so ke kaitandiko there was a flight that was going to the Gambia and the flight was going to land in the Gambia at 4 a.m. in the morning but imakasong saying hani journalist will phone yetaje kununko lalo deportation flight o gota German me alon kata Gambia banko kam saying ya expect nyari le wofo ninkel ni wonnata how are they going to establish in the Gambia how are they going to start their life fresh in the Gambia when there is nothing absolutely even before those people were being joining to go through the back way kata Europe that was when things are even a little bit better than now because saying that the Gambia banko kam me alon kata work no you either be a psychopath yeke MPP la psychopath oti puri ke sono ko dole kam so bawo dogo tafala ko mugi bawo satal hani men yalon ke be wudla baro doro wolbe gadi na jibon la ni bunda yelo ni adam baro la dimbal kadum albare ni wol bang sidi ngay wol lomba nimme dara mun kam mun kunda kata je visit ni be dunna adam baro la bungon wol ka bunda yele andu wol sudo tribule be ke bala banena sudo tribule be wudla baro doro wol mu dakanta lalet ñil men ka bonan tubab ñil men yalon ko ka jele ko mun ko opposition dingol la wolti wala asabu ye nya kasila woni wala Gambia wala muneka now ala ngaji be tax ning fela kana la fasay the burden is going to be increased now ni ayata nuko family nin ko mongo 10% dependency ratio wala beka signing abekala gele abekala 15% let bawo sign fon da be ko le hani men ka man igno fon e ka dasa moni si mo sot no fon bari control ke suko sign askeno wolbe dasa mo da mal sot le fon e ke de si mo fon la press so la because fon be da ka fulale momi yalla ka munta doku wolbe mun kala say sira fengo e be nyatili na wala bawo sira fengo ku de Gambia banko kam annu say sira fengo ka bonan Gambia la kanana to babuja let me tell you this secret kunu nga documentary me yalon ko to babdu sira fengo la kanani banko ka nyaadi le to babol ya siro bon design sira fengo ka bonan Africa e ka bonni na South America le ni nga bonan South America say mo kana no to babuja e ka samba ni Africa la nata taning Africa la including Gambia is their landing point Gambia mu big transit destination la design pour ñu koy mañi si rafon so nata la Gambia e ka bondi na Gambia wala ñam ya samana andu ngalon ko Gambia magazino be ge me alon ka bebe farin si rafon la teb magazino be Gambia Senegambia la mafon la kololi am magazino lu parallel ke kanda mom ka dum ko dal kono paral fon be kantaro la ge badi malo mun ya sabila ke bal ke samba o jomo to kantaro wol bebe farin si rafon lela wol bebe farin si rafon lela Gambia so e ka wo si rafon bon dangele ke samana jam jumalel ke boni ne ke samana jam with such an organized syndicates woka ke no Gambia nyaari le nimma sakunda da man tarage sa nyim fon ngel men kata Gambia do gude bul fende blokan iyamira ni waliyaje ko mon ko di anything me alon ka setol muta ke ko nyinta ka relax no in their opinion mun ba sabule to okay. How can you be living in your own motherland, in your own country? Imam ilabalu of talk less of helping other people. You are seeing your parents suffering every single day. You're seeing your parents suffering every single day, and you cannot do anything about it. Ibrahim Jai, ya expect nyari le ko mungo nyim funding kelo, they're going to accept this. Instead of masakunda ye tubabo tama ye inge. Ye opportunity di nyin laba Bankudol bakande, because you've seen the president of Kenya. The president of Kenya just came to Europe. As we are speaking, Abetu Abdujan. Another Munatu Abdujan, another letter fight for the citizens of Kenya. Many along they are undocumented in the West. Here, Kajeko Mungo, how he is going to be able to negotiate Kajeko Mungo will not possible stay in Europe here. This is what serious governments do. This is what leaders, many along, they have their people at heart. This is what they do. These are some of the steps that they take. Kajeko Mungo to fight for their citizens. Because there is no leader if there is no citizens. There is no leadership. May Alongo, it's important if you cannot solve the problems of your citizens. And this is what some leaders in Africa are beginning to also understand, just as Western nations, Western, even Tubabola Dinkiling, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, Tubabola Honey Dinkiling, New Wallet Afara Gambia Bankoka. You will think that you bomo fight to Abdu Fund because they are going to make sure that Wala Fanya, Afata Nyadile, you will establish first. This is how much these people they care about their citizens. Because Tubabolia understand that you namo jo tolie. Nyunel ke to la masa kunda to be sin ndamento nyunel tamu ba nyunel kana mo jo wana mo nyi wala ke to jo wana mo nyi wala ke to represent wana mo nyi wala ka banko develop, including the families of those leaders themselves. But Adama Baro ndola Adama Baro manyina wala sabu meni alonko wala ba ku etale fo wol pareta wol betu abdu janne fo wol pareta. What is more difficult ni ayatra nun koy man ko dota nyinu buloka. What is more difficult? Kajeko Mungo, the government do everything possible. Kanana, kawo negotiate. Kajeko, even you mortal like in Gambia. But it shouldn't be like this. Mune asabu ikamabo. Mune asabu ning journalist or tarige, journalist or bay. Why are they doing that? Alingam found in Gandol Gambia demon, Ikamola dimol muroni, Hanibi, Dinova Murukan, Hanikungo, Plenota Gambia. Nin journalist or tarige, Quebe Omo Lagi Wato, Gambia Banco, Quebatan la Gambia demolaco, different modo Natalie deportle, Imcaso. Why? Muna Modali Loti. What is the reason? Alingam found in Kawala. Again, they will tell you, he assigned, you go send double assign, but we send double Nalon Nico send double Barako Iobane. Barakunga Barako in Temple to Molo, Hanamandra Masakunda. Hanamandra Masakunda la Kedula Telki sign. Alingam found in Kawala, 4 kilos Adano. But Ninka de Fayosita, Nimbata Ben Baby Kekam, Mero Dolbe B, Bolibes Sunurine, Hanie Samba Kaburukoto, Wallahi, Abajarale in the Puri Dundinko on Hiek in the mind de Asari. Friend of Suno, friend of Masakunda, Yemen Fas Akunu, Yemen Lekam B, they turn against the Gambians. Barola Masakunda has turned against the Gambian people, traumatizing Gambians, making all sorts of hardship on the Gambian people, and that hardship is going to continue because aliyajele namolo kana lafad ni namolo lafada menga ke bengo wolon domolo woda ka jawya basic commodities wolle da ka jawya ni woda jawya ta say mola salary be lowering at a stagnant place, a mega salary of $5,000 is ya expect nyadile ko sign wol be la family dalanu ya samam hani bakilo ken samon sign ni be tikinala ila salary te fon ko da masila with all your needs. Ali phone you transportation mu jallat ni te be boda breka mala ko te be steering ko te be dogo la sere kuda ya expect nyari la ko la monthly transportation will be able to fit in your salary plus ila feeding plus ila few relatives wala ndo la sunguto ibo ma ko la nyadi le to be able to live ibo ke no la nyadi. All these are problems ñun beña na kala ñu concern so let but no masakunda ajibe kanyi na ñun be la nyame ngamera. It was only few years ago kabrika mo la salary la fa ye gelle la fam adambaro la fangoro ye gelle la fam minister la salarito bari ala compare by gelle la fati la salarito kanin no so ni doctor ni police ni para ye gelle la fa wala salarito. Was it not $1,000 when they increased the ministers by $15,000 Gambian dollars? They increased the presidential salary by $35,000 Gambian dollars. Ask yourself, for it will bal balakatan tol bawol tiba mune asabu ning ayatra nunko nyunu ponyato nye kamen for Gambia di wala kuwe concerned. It will be a salary la fala $15,000 and $35,000 Gambian dollars. Tijaro ning police ning sojaro ning na ning no so ibe wilikli la fala wala salary kan sign. O wilikli wonyi wobo na fala munela. Hanisa en kambena nunko Adama Barrow yen tolu kanule. Adama Barrow is a concerned president. Let's forget about that part. Alinga Dibia ban sign the former president's bill. The former president's bill ay mune entails wala ñenti ko ni Adama Barrow wulta man sayala Adama Barrow hani afreo Gambia Masakunda be marala ning Adama Barrow e fata Fatoumatta Baro ning Sadio Baro ke dingol be Gambia Masakunda be marale la fujandi lumena wol fana bebe fata ani ngam fawni ninka ning ayatra nuko Adama Barrow tonya kanyi mem fonante ko Gambia nyan naka mufle ngam faw sotole since 50 something years ago hani say mam move no is it really necessary kaje ko mongo you are planning to rob the nation even when you are not yet a former president? Is it really necessary? Alingam fawni ninka wala Gambia la kolea ni Adama Barrow yolo and Gambia ya concerned ko Gambia got her independence 50 something years ago. Adama Barrow left the Gambia a move. Ataka salary men based with all the incentives men be bala in presidency in Koro. He don't buy his own clothes, he don't buy his own food. Wala sabu nkasisi ya wudo samay, akong kalisisi ya wudo samay, aning sisi ya dampong. Ha, akong sabi di you buy me chicken and chicken leg. Nkanyo be samay. Alo kutu buya balu nke be samay nkaw koso samay koso mi ano ke budong mo kasoro na kono fe. Na e bol fanga budong kundu. Wobe na Gambia domoro wala kake wonya abina ka masala waro men be ngaro of course hano demo ako haftan buburu men bar wol muka farade akono ma be fenga ba say Adama Barrow jibe ala jibe Adama Barrow jibe say kanyin ko da jawol men sangay na aka koso dun da men to koso budon kate yel fal ka al ka ko sele bang Adama say na koso dun say imuka budon soro nakadu yel na fana yi dangal ka fana ka dangal na ka kenente because budon ni o soro ka tele ka katale ni asuma bi sama yoko so karai ko so nyin kate besi se budo sanna be chicken leg sanna ni chicken akungal chicken sanna ni chicken leg so be chicken o sanna ni chicken leg mune asab la ko so de ko de tel subhanallah ala yi enjay ni ta bitum ma fa be dun nano ba but I have accepted your request bitum. Let's see if we know no. But nga kiye no correct. Mba kile na no correct. Alaji, let me see. Aha. Okay, mba kike na no correct yang. So wala bije Gambia kay alingam fawon nyinin ka billahi alingam fawon nyinin ka nyimanya nakakolea. Nyimanya nakolea mu bela. Banko be nyame ko de amembe ke kan Gambia banko ka ye fon ni ka ni pol men bebe ke kan funding ki membe be la kan funding ki wol kan jan sai ala nga jibe ngamra nyendu masilo mudbe fafa la ka wolto mune asabun atolier mira nyumolu jama be ye han janne ka silo fonta e ka moyle ko ila kaf nyuma ka di fata gele to dimmen ka ko be ka ala ngol dimmen biyalon ke dindiya ke nyola ka di fata gele mune asabun aliyamira be jarla wole puri fana yi wasilo nyinda ya risk nyinta kaje ko mungo ya try why Bangola kole alamu because yalon ne ko there is no future for them in the Gambia. Ni num to nyata. Ni afo dol sa fo ko mungo ni bangola funding ke ol be fundita je dumalel betula ge but again let's ask ourselves. Jetare la banko kan. Mbadi hari da samu mu ka asor. Ye alfaje abe kundun na ka jibe abe mun saballa su ko iteni do ko mal bebe ndom leti mem dinki foloti. Yamira ni mo moti mi alon ko hakilo fat. Woni ko yabe sonne totole. Fo si fanase wuli mama. So this is the point. This is the point. They understand the risk involved. They understand the possibility for them to lose their lives during the way. But they are left with no option because there is no option for them in their countries. There is no option for them in the Gambia. And thus it worth it. Risking your own life. You succeed. There is no single solution. There is no concrete solution. Yes, this is the looming problem. How can we solve or tackle this problem? That is not their concern. The concern they mentioned and using the names of the Gambian youths, collecting the money from the European Union, thereby accepting the massive deportation of Gambians many along ago. We feel they already established in Europe. Or it's just a matter of negotiations or engaging the European Union. Those people are documented and remain in Europe here. Then you will not deport back to the Gambia. And even that deportation, you try to hide it from the Gambians. Alaji akamunte imanna andung bedamen to saying ngamirambe programme danna mun ke janne ko sna mobile wala battery o fela be 12%, barimbe albe kontonna ngafale nyamen na sama programme nyi mbakala nimro la Esa Jawla mbinala programme wala janne, and we are going to discuss these things in details. Gasama Muhammad Obaraka Ibrahima Njai bro be nyaadi abaraka bake Modou Njai abaraka bake Seni Fati fonkotuma Lamin Touré Abdou UDP abaraka bake Gasama Muhammad Jahi Silla Liu Jaju Ibrahima Gasama fonkotuma abaraka bake Yusuf Jata abaraka bake Pasuare Moro Jabi Lamin Jabi ala baraka bake Sister Senabu baraka bake Fode Dabo, thank you ala baraka bake Osman Dabo Yahya Sise ala baraka bake ngal be kon don amini am ko albe jibero la ngamel tofo mumel tofo memel tofo kanjam ngawonde je Moses Sise baraka bake Moses, thank you Ndey Jallo ala baraka bake ala baraka bake. So thank you folks ala baraka bake for sama ning alsonda prona programo, and then prograla haklo fana blande bi fana UDP diaspora be outreach fonko kala engagement o kala mi alon ka be kala on all the platforms UDP TV media and UDP online bantaba ngamra le fly so jala na post na page of na dole. We're going to have multiple streaming simultaneously, UDP TV media, UDP online bantaba, same program, same time. So what of I'll say from being alamui, because panel member is a very good panel, including your former ambassador Jena Baba and model baby yele. So from being a try na program on NGB, I think it's going to be a very educative program. So what offering what was it Muruntanang and Ubekala Gambia time or 6 o'clock. Namada in the next 30 minutes. Yeah, program on Yubakumasera. Yes, Kewama Barakabake, Sleman Silla Baraka. Kewama Barakabake. Thank you. Allah Baraka. Assalamu alaikum. I remember from Bejiberola YouTube, Allah Barakabake. Thank you all for following us all the times. Allah Barakabake. Unfortunately, Mantrato la name Sol Jekang when we Jiberola at this point, Barry. Malum na fanya sa mantra la name Sol Jekang. Okay, probably I'll comment la wala sa. Okay, live chat. Yes, momang comment la wala sa mantra Jekang. Barry. Allah Barakabake ngal konton bake atol min yalon kalbe jibero la YouTube ngal be konton killing altola ngal konton la for next 30 minutes inshallah binala streaming na kaje ko ka UDP la diaspora la engagement on inta kasamanang, and then hoping to see you all there as well. Allah Barakabake.